What's going on, family? This is not financial advice. That's right, man. Do your own research. We're gonna be just getting into some market news, and we're gonna get straight to the chart. So, as you know, we got uh, some data today coming out. Um, we got the CPI coming out today, the core PCE, and we got GDP sales coming out, and the jobless claims coming out as well. So, we do have a volatile day. So, this week has just been incredible. Lots of volatility. We like to see stuff like this in the market. So we do have this warning that they're talking about, the Fitch downgrade warning. So it's the international credit rating company, and they're talking about Nvidia soaring, which, as you can see, they broke new highs, man. So it popped up. Incredible, man. Incredible. $78 move, over 20% push up. Just amazing push up. Whoever had Nvidia, man, shout out to you guys who caught that move, man. Some people have made some money on that move. So they're talking about issuing a downgrade warning. So as you know, this is just a warning. So I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with a solution. They're probably going to make an extension and come up with an agreement to increase the debt ceiling. So the futures are mixed due to this. So they're talking about a FOMC pause. So the FOMC voted for a 10th consecutive increase in borrowing costs in a little over a year in a bid to quell elevated inflation. So um, these are lag effects of the rate rises on the economy with recent turmoil in the banking sector. So they're trying to figure out if they're going to have a pause or we get one more rate hike of 25 basis points, and uh, they also be talking about OPEC. Oil prices dropped again today, so we're gonna see what happens. They came down to 73 a barrel, um, while the Brent dipped to 77 a barrel. So the crude came down to 73. So there's just a lot going on this week. So we do want to see um, what's gonna happen, man. So just gonna kind of overview the market. So first thing I want to do is check out the VIX because the VIX did spike up. So we love to see these great moves, but we need volatility to continue this. So if the VIX does not dump back down to 16, if we can see a break above this 20.78 level with a close above, you'll probably see a push up to 23. And if we get a good push down, we can get a nice push up back to this 25 to 26 zone. As you can see, this is kind of the zone that we rejected at when we kind of got up a little overextended up here at 30. But this is the area that we want to see the VIX get to. We want to see it hold above 20 though. So if we can hold above 20, we got a good chance of getting some volatility back in this market. So gonna kind of just gauge Apple real quick. As you can see, Apple did not rally with the rest of the with the index. So we're kind of at this breaking point. We're on the backside of this trend line, as you can see, still at this resistance zone on Apple, and I'm looking for a break beneath this 170, 169 level to get this gap fill down here 165. So this will be just if they come up and reject off of this backside of this trend line, we can expect another leg down. So this will probably just fill this gap. We don't know where they're going to go from there, but we're still overextended. As you can see, all the moving averages are way down here at this 154, 155 area, which kind of would take half of this move back right in this zone here. So Apple, that's what I'm looking for on Apple, but they could continue to push up. So We got the S&P, the big dog. What I really like is that we bounced here. So we got some retracement on this move. So I'm looking for a retest of this 416 zone. See, they just dumped straight through it. This is a major zone um, that I have highlighted here. This zone has to be retested no matter what. So if we get a retest and a reaction off of this zone, we definitely can get a push back down to fill this gap down here, 403 area. So I'm just waiting to see what they offer us today. So we do got a gap to be filled up here. So we could trend on up and fill this gap, but I don't think we'll just fall from there. So we could get some initial reaction here, but this blue box is where I want to see price come today. I want to see a reaction off this level. So we got a failed breakout. They dumped straight through it like it wasn't even there, but we know it's a valid level because of all the touches we got previously. So this price goes all the way back to 2022, all the way back to this in February. So we got multiple touches off this zone. Got a failure here, break, another failure here, and we got another critical tested here, failure here, another push down. We broke back above it, and we failed to um, continue to hold this support. So if we would have held this support, we could have seen a nice push up, but this is major support right in here in this zone. So that's why we're seeing a bounce here. So we do want to see what they're going to do. So in the overnight session, we got a little range. It's not really too much of an uptrend, so we can't expect too much from the price action. So this is really all we got for today. Not a lot of movement, just sideways action. So we got just a range. We got highs and we got lows here. This is all we got. It looks like so market closed here. So this is the overnight session. So we do have a push up to highs. So this is the zone that we're working with today. So this is all we need for confirmation. Actually, let me get rid of this. Make it a little clearer. So this is all we got. So we got highs of the day, a bullish push up, and then we got the lows. So this is where prices, this is all we got. Just a nice tight range. These are the highs, these are the lows. And if we get a failure up here, should be expecting price to come back down to test these lows if this range is holds. We do have a bullish push up though, so we got to keep that in mind. We got this strong push up off this level, and then we got consolidation. So if we're looking for a break, it would be to the upside. A break of this range will obviously push us back up to the gap fill, and there is resistance right up here where this gap is. So they could backside retest this for a failed breakout, or we could come up to the zone that I'm personally waiting on, right in this zone. So this is what I'm looking for: a reaction off of this zone, a possible shorting of the backside retest of this zone. So that's all we pretty much got for the price action. I do want to check out the Qs before we get out of here. The triple Qs, what I'm liking on the triple Qs, we do have a bullish pulse move to the upside today. So in the overnight session, we got a strong push up and consolidation. So we should be breaking yesterday's highs, but I'm gonna look for a reaction off of this zone because we could get a rejection. Once again, this is a huge zone. As you can see, price fell all the way back down. So that's what I'm looking for. Um, if we continue to push up, we're obviously going to go to the next target for the NASDAQ would be, let's zoom out and see. So if we break these zones, next target is obviously up here. So we got a 346 resistance. So hit like, subscribe for me, man, so we can keep this content pumping.